Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Gorpanim Temple Hall address given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on March 7th, 2023 in Sri Mayapur, India.
Today, Lord Chaitanya's sacred appearance day.
Today is Lord Chaitanya's sacred appearance day
Or Purnima.
Gaur Purnima.
So Prabhupada said that since we're basically devotees of Lord Krishna,
Srila Prabhupada said that since we are basically devotees of Lord Krishna,
we consider Krishna as the original personality of Godhead.
we consider Krishna as the original personality of Godhead.
Therefore, we believe that on Krishna Janmashtami and Gaur Purnima.
Therefore, we fully fast on Krishna Janmashtami and Gaura Purnima.
That means when the Lord Chaitanya appears at the moonrise, we take Anna Kalpa, we take the Ekadasi time.
That means when Lord Chaitanya appears at moonrise, we take Anukalpa Ekadashi.
And similarly, when Krishna appears at the midnight,
Similarly, when Krishna appears at midnight,
we take the Ekadasi time.
we take Ekadashi time.
Other days, Vishnu Tattva is optional.
Other days of Vishnu Tattva, it is optional.
But since we accept that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead,
But since we accept that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead,
we observe these 2 days specially.
we observe these 2 days specially.
Here, many devotees observe Singha Chaturdashi like that.
Here, many devotees observe Narasimha Chaturdashi like that
Because we have Nrsimhadev there.
because we have Narasimhadev here.
Just like in some temples where they have Sitaram, Lakshmana, Hanuman, they observe more worship there.
So just like some temples where they have Sita, Ram, Lakshman, there also they observe like that.
But that's optional.
But that's optional.
Now, actually, listen very carefully. What was the method in which Krishna entered the world?
Now listen very carefully. What was the method by which Krishna entered into this world?
In 1406 Shakabda,
Of 1406 Shakabda,
in the month of Mach,
in the month of March,
only 14 months before Lord Purnima today.
14 months before Gaur Purnima, today,
He entered into the heart of Jagannath Mishra.
he entered into the heart of Jagannath Mishra.
And he saw, Jagannath saw light, illumination, transfer from his heart to Sachidananda's heart.
Then he saw a light illumination transferred from his heart to Sachimata's heart.
And Vishwanath Chakravarti arose. He said that it means also he went from the heart of the Sachi to her home.
Krishna Chakravarti Chakur says that means also that he went from the heart of Mother Sachi to her womb.
And so Dana Mishra, he commented his wife, and I saw this light come from my heart to your heart.
So Jagannath Mishra, he commented to his wife that I saw this light coming from my heart into your heart.
And she said, I saw the same thing.
She said, I saw the same thing.
They said that this meant that soon a divine personality will come in there, will be born.
What this meant is that a divine personality would be born.
So, since Krishna is the husband of the goddess of fortune,
Since Krishna is the husband of the goddess of fortune,
once Krishna came in there, telling, and then people would spontaneously come up to Jagannath and give a donation.
so that means once when Krishna came into their family, people would spontaneously come to Jagannath Mishra and give a donation.
So I give them cloth, I give them money.
Some would give him cloth, some would give him money.
He didn't even ask. I just told him, give them.
He didn't even ask, they would just come and give him.
So he was very amazed at this change.
He was very amazed at this change.
And the Devas, knowing that the Supreme Lord was entering into the world, they would come and on the side they would offer their prayers.
The Devas, knowing that the Supreme Lord was entering into the world, they would come into the sky and offer their prayers.
But somehow, by the mystic power of Lord Chaitanya, Satyamata somehow was aware that there were these human-like figures offering their prayers.
Somehow, by the mystic power of Lord Chaitanya, Sachimata was aware that there was this mystic human-like figures offering their prayers.
And she chanted the names of Narasimhadev.
And she chanted the names of Narasimhadev.
And they realized that they were exposed.
So they realized
They were exposed.
they were exposed.
Normally, human beings cannot see devas.
Normally, human beings cannot see devas.
So, they went away.
So then they went away.
So, in the same way, actually, Vasudeva, his heart was pure. And then, therefore, Krishna could enter in his heart.
In the same way, Vasudeva, his heart was very pure. So Krishna, in that way, could enter his heart.
And then Krishna went from his heart to the heart of Devaki.
And then Krishna went from his heart to the heart of Devaki.
So then, because Vasudeva's heart was pure, he could have Vasudeva as his child.
So since Vasudeva's heart was pure, he could have Vasudeva as his child.
Krishna. So, in the same way, call that immaculate conception.
They call that immaculate conception.
The person of Godhead enters into this material world.
The personality of Godhead entered into this material world.
Now, and 13 months are up.
Now, when 13 months were up,
one of the Sachis they said they were very worried.
Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra, they were very worried.
And normally it doesn't take a child so long.
Normally, it doesn't take a child so long,
How long does it take 10, 11 months?
9 months.
9 months. So, they're worried.
They were worried.
13 months.
13 months.
So they asked Satyavada's father, Nilambar Chakravarti,
So they asked Sachimata's father, Nilambar Chakravarti,
and he was an expert astrologer.
and he was an expert astrologer.
So he calculated,
So he calculated,
he said he'll appear until auspicious day and month of Hulu.
so he said that he will appear in an auspicious day in the month of Falgun.
So, later that day,
Today is that day,
537 years old,
537 years ago.
I wonder, I don't know, we'll be alive 550 days, 550 years.
I don't know if we'll be alive 550.
I'll be alive,
I don't know if I'll be alive 550th year.
but that will be, we should really have a very glorious celebration.
But in that year, we should have a really glorious celebration.
So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he did an astrological study.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he did an astrological study.
This planet, this house.
This planet, this house.
Anyway, I'm not an astrologer,
Anyway, I'm not an astrologer,
but I'm very auspicious.
but there are various houses.
Very
They're
auspicious.
very auspicious.
And the one thing is that normally what we call the eclipse is that Rahu goes in front of the moon.
So normally what we call eclipse is Rahu goes in front of the moon.
And since the pure form of Lord Chaitanya with his face of molten gold,
And since the pure form of Lord Chaitanya with his face like molten gold
and no blemish,
had no blemish,
what is the need of the full moon with a blemish?
so what is the need of a full moon with a blemish?
So, therefore, also in the Hindu Swaraj, people on the Chandra God are solar eclipse, lunar eclipse.
Also in the Hindu Samaj, people during Chandra Grahan or lunar eclipse,
They would go in some nearby river, sea, anywhere and submerge themselves halfway.
they would go to a holy river or a sea and submerge themselves halfway
And chant,
and chant.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. And actually the Muslims have no real business to chant Hare Krishna.
Actually, the Muslims have no real business to chant Hare Krishna,
But hearing all the Hindus chanting,
but seeing all the Hindus chanting,
they make fun.
they made fun. Look at Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Somehow or another, they're also chanting.
Somehow or other, they were also chanting.
So like this, the whole world was chanting the holy names.
So like this, the whole world was chanting the holy names.
And spontaneously, Advaita Gosai and Haridas Thakur, they start dancing.
And spontaneously, Advaita Gosai and Haridas Thakur, they started dancing.
Why they were dancing,
Why they were dancing,
I don't know.
they don't know.
Or maybe they knew, but they didn't know.
Maybe they knew but they didn't tell anyone.
And they were dancing and they went into the Ganges and took their bath.
They were dancing and then they went into the Ganges and took their bath.
So Lord Chaitanya at that auspicious time, he appeared.
So Lord Chaitanya at such an auspicious time, he appeared.
And it said that the Chandrasekhar, Srivas, they did the birth, Chandrakarma, the birth ceremonies.
And it says that Chandrasekhar and Srivas, they did the birth Jatakarma or the ceremonies.
And then all kinds of Brahmanis visited and brought gifts for the babies.
And all kinds of Brahmanis, they visited and brought gifts for the baby.
At that time, different devas, babies, they came in disguise as a human Brahmani.
At that time, different devas and devis, they came in disguise as human Brahmani.
Savitri, the wife of Lord Brahma came.
Lord Brahma came.
Savitri, the wife of Lord
Or Savitri, the wife of Lord Brahma came.
Brahma already covered or not covered.
Okay, Brahma. Sorry.
Mahesh's wife, Durga Devi,
Mahesh's wife, Durga Devi,
she came as a Brahman.
she came as a Brahmani.
The Indra's wife came.
Indra's wife came.
Ranga Devi, the Apsara came.
Rama Devi, the Apsara came.
So many people are coming,
So many people were coming.
all ladies.
Ladies.
And even they speak languages that others wouldn't know.
And even they would speak languages that others wouldn't know.
They're all coming
They were all coming
to see the baby.
to see the baby.
After a few days,
After a few days,
taking permission from her husband,
they took permission from their husband.
Sita Thakurani, a wife of Advaita Acharya came.
Sita Chakurani, the wife of Advaita Acharya, came.
Advaita Acharya is the richest Brahman.
Advaita Acharya was the richest Brahmin.
So she came palanquin
So she came on a palanquin.
and covered with cloth on all sides.
It was covered with cloth on all sides.
She had maidservants.
She had maid servants.
And she came, and then she brought auspicious items like turmeric roots,
She brought specific items like turmeric roots, auspicious items
like blue grass,
like dhruv grass,
and put this on the head of the baby
and she put this on the head of the baby
and gave blessing.
and gave her blessing.
Are you long life?
May you have Dirgayu, long life.
And she saw that this baby exactly having form of Krishna.
But she saw that this baby was exactly having the form of Lord. Exactly. The form of Lord Krishna.
What a different color.
But different color.
He was golden and Krishna sham.
He was golden and Krishna is sham.
Stop and see the Thakurani brought golden armlets and
Sita Thakurani brought golden armlets, ornaments, silver, gold,
and she was very happy
She was very happy
to see the divine form of Lord Chaitanya.
to see the divine form of Lord Chaitanya.
So, to hear the pastime of Lord Chaitanya's appearance,
So to hear the pastime of Lord Chaitanya's appearance
gives Lord Chaitanya, makes him very happy.
makes Lord Chaitanya very happy.
And the devotees who hear, they can easily get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
And devotees who hear, they can easily get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya.
So, actually, we take the parikrama around the 9 islands of Navadvip.
We take the parikrama around the 9 islands of Navadvip.
One of those islands is Janmadvip,
One of those islands is Janmadvip,
the ashram of Janamuni.
where there is the ashram of Janamuni.
And there, Lord, another Bhagi Maharaj, to bring down the Ganges from the heavenly planets.
The Bhagi Maharaj is bringing the Ganges from the heavenly planets.
But the Ganges was flooding the ashram of Janamuni.
The Ganges was flooding the ashram of Janamuni.
He got a bit angry.
He got a bit angry.
His stuff was being swept away by the water.
His Achaman cups were swept away by the water.
So he drank the Ganges.
So he drank the Ganges.
He was amazed.
Bhagirath Maharaj was amazed.
Where did the Ganges go?
Where did the Ganges go?
He was bringing down the Ganges.
He was bringing down the Ganges.
It's not like a river disappeared.
Suddenly the river just disappeared.
And he was praying. He had got all austerities, everything, bringing Ganges to this planet.
He had done all the austerities and everything to bring Ganges to this planet,
And she disappeared.
and then she just disappeared.
And then there was revealed that she was drunk by Janamuni.
Then it was revealed that she was drunk by Janamuni.
And so he requested him, please re-manifest again.
They requested please re-manifest again.
Take her to the east and avoid her ashram.
Take her to the east, avoid ashram.
And that's why we have the Ganges by our side.
That's why we have the Ganges by our side.
But Dhamamuni said,
But Janamuni said,
sorry,
sorry,
she digested.
she's digested.
Anyone who is drink the gases, digester, you can read Manifestor.
He said you can drink the Ganges, you can digest her, and you can remanifest her.
So, and then Java those the Ganges or his knee.
So then Janu, he manifested the Ganges from his knee,
And that's how she has the name Janavi.
that's how she has the name Jahanavi.
Janavi
Jahanavi
came from Mount Janamuni.
came from Jahanamuni.
So, but then she came a little bit and she stopped.
But then she came a little bit and she stopped.
What a day for Ravi,
What a day for Bhagirath.
So I asked Ganges, why are you moving?
So he asked Ganges, why aren't you moving?
And then she revealed that this place is the appearance place Kalyula of Krishna's avatar.
And so then she revealed to Bhagirath that this place in Kali Yuga is the appearance place of Lord Krishna's avatar.
And it's almost it's a Thursday.
And it's almost his appearance day.
So I want to be here for his appearance day.
So I want to be here for his appearance day.
I want to be here for Lord Buddha.
I want to be here for Lord Purnima.
It says
It says
in the Shastra
in the Shastra
that anyone
that anyone
who bathes
who bathes
in the Ganges
in the Ganges
on this day
on this day
gets love of Krishna.
gets love for Krishna.
Or the Shastra
That's what the Shastra says.
but it's not so easy.
It's not so easy.
Today is holy.
Today is holy.
There's no colors.
They throw colors.
You have to go through a color battle.
You have to go through a color battle if you go in the morning.
If you wait till the afternoon,
If you wait till afternoon,
they usually stop my colors.
they usually stop throwing colors. Maybe.
And please be very careful though,
Please be very careful though,
because some devotees there's a lot of current in the Ganges.
there's a lot of current in the Ganges, you have to be very careful.
You don't know swimming,
If you don't know swimming,
just take some water over there.
just take some water and pour it on your head.
Otherwise, if you don't swimming, be very careful.
But even if you know swimming, be very careful.
I saved many people,
I saved many people,
but I'm not in a very good position to swim now.
but I'm not in a very good position to swim now.
And so I hope there's lifeguards.
I hope that there are lifeguards. Anyway,
Very sacred day.
so this is a very sacred day.
It's a sacred place.
This is a sacred place.
Actually, if we understand how Lord Chaitanya divinely appears,
Actually, if you understand how Lord Chaitanya divinely appears,
Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita,
Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita,
Dhamma Karma Selectivyam,
Janma Karma Chame Divyam,
my appearance and activities are transcendental.
my appearance and activities are transcendental. Those who know
they don't take birth again
they don't take birth again.
They come back to me.
They come back to me.
So it's very important
So it's very important
to understand how we come into the world with our karma.
that we come into this world due to our karma.
Lord Chaitanya, he chooses. This is my father, this is my mother, this is the time I come.
Lord Chaitanya chooses, this is my father, this is my mother, what time I come,
Everything.
everything.
He is independent.
He is independent.
He is fully Swarat.
He is fully Swarat.
And his activities, he taught Jananda. You're here wandering around Jagannath.
In his pastimes, he told Lord Nityananda Prabhu, you are here wandering about Jagannath Puri.
We promise to deliver all kinds of people.
But we promise to deliver 4 kinds of people.
And we descended for that purpose.
We descended for that purpose.
So that the fullest people think that the body,
Foolish people, people who think they're their body,
the Mitsu, the low bar,
the low-born,
Kala Sutra Sambhava,
Kalau Shudra Sambhava,
everyone is born a Sutra, Kala,
everyone is born a Shudra in Kali Yuga.
and other the Matits, the fallen,
You deliver the Patits, the fallen.
before you came to Krishna consciousness, and then you break any of the rituals.
Before you came to Krishna consciousness, did any of you break any principles?
Yes.
You're fallen.
Then you're fallen.
And the Dukita,
And Dukkita,
the distress,
the distressed,
are the Atmic, are the Bautic, and are the Daitic.
Adhyatmik, Adidevik, and Adibhautik.
And have you ever suffered any misery in your life?
Have any of you suffered any misery in your life?
So, Lord Chaitanya told Nityananda, he promised to make these people happy.
The Lord Chaitanya told Lord Nityananda, we promise to make these people happy.
We would give them Krishna consciousness.
We would give them Krishna consciousness.
So, I have to stay here, go back to Bengal, and finish the work.
So I have to stay here. So you go back to Bengal and finish the work.
So I was thinking, I qualify in all the 4 aspects.
So he qualified. So I was thinking that I qualified for the 4 aspects.
Time to time.
Time to die.
Lord Chaitanya,
Lord Chaitanya
to deliver all the people,
has come to deliver all the people,
especially the foolish, the Nichu, the Patit, and the Dukita.
the foolish, Nichu, the Patito, and the Dukkito.
Actually, these people normally are the last to get delivered.
Actually, normally these people are the last to get liberated.
Somehow Lord Chaitanya is giving this special mercy.
But somehow Lord Chaitanya, he is giving this special mercy.
And Srila Prabhupada,
And Srila Prabhupada,
he brought that to the West.
he brought that to the West.
He carried Lord Chaitanya's mercy.
He carried Lord Chaitanya's mercy.
Haribol.
Haribol.
So, by Prabhupada mercy, we have this opportunity.
So by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we have this opportunity.
We should help Prabhupada
We should help Prabhupada
to spread this Krishna consciousness movement.
to spread this Krishna consciousness movement.
And in 1973, on the Vyas Puja, observed in London,
In 1973, on his Vyasa Puja observed in London,
he told the devotees there
he told the devotees there
that
that
I want my Grihastha followers
I want my Grihastha followers
to be Paramahamsas.
to be Paramahamsas.
My spiritual master, he was born Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
My spiritual master, he was born to Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
We need many such acharyas.
We need many such acharyas.
I make request and all the grihasthas
So I request all the grihasthas
have such transcendental children.
to have such transcendental children. Anyway,
Prabhupada had all these high expectations.
Prabhupada had all these high expectations.
And we're reading last night about Murari Chaitanya Das.
We were reading last night about Murari Chaitanya Das.
Actually, Lord Chaitanya was saying how every devotee should be try to be a spread Krishna consciousness.
Lord Chaitanya was saying how every devotee should try to spread Krishna consciousness
And how he was telling what's his name? Saranga Thakur,
and he was telling Saranga Thakur
and he should have at least one disciple
that he should have at least one disciple
to spread Krishna consciousness.
to spread Krishna consciousness.
Keep calling them, they have it, they have it, they have it.
And you keep coming to him, do you have it? Do you have it? Do you have it?
So then he decided,
So then he decided,
first person I meet tomorrow,
the first person I meet tomorrow,
I'll initiate.
I will initiate.
They went before Mangalarti to the Ganges,
He went before Mangalarti to the Ganges
his bath,
to take his bath.
and then the dead body,
There is a dead body
in the Ganges.
floating in the Ganges.
That's the first person we saw. It was the first person we saw.
He was the first person he saw.
And he rolled him over and gave him the mantra.
And he pulled him over and gave him the
And
money.
he came back alive.
And he came back alive.
So he became an empowered preacher.
So he became an empowered preacher.
He was already dead.
He was already dead.
He came back to life.
He came back to life.
Fearless.
He was fearless.
He would jump on the back of tiger.
He would jump on the back of tigers.
He would jump the python in his lap.
He would take pythons on his lap.
He would jump out into the water
He would chant japa under the water
2-3 days.
for 2-3 days.
He was, he was on one village, right on tiger. Tell everyone, surrender to Krishna.
He would go riding on a tiger to some village and tell everyone, surrender to Krishna.
And one disciple,
Saranga Thakur had one disciple
and he had other disciples.
and he had unlimited disciples.
Like that, Gaurkashordas Babaji
Like that Gaurakishore Das Babaji
had two disciples.
had 2 disciples.
One was a Bhajanandi,
One was a Bhajananandi,
so he was just worshiping Krishna.
so he was just worshipping Krishna.
And one was Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
And one was Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur.
And he and his followers, unlimited millions of disciples.
And he and his followers have unlimited millions of disciples.
So we should carry on. This is our real transcendental vision.
So we should carry on. This is our real transcendental business.
To represent the Prabhupada.
To represent Srila Prabhupada.
And we want to read Prabhupada's teaching.
We want to read Srila Prabhupada's teachings.
And that's why he has established the system of Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta.
That's why he established the system of Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta,
Bhakti Sarvabhauma.
Bhakti Sarvabhauma,
So that people read his books
so people would read his books
and then they become qualified
and they would become qualified
to spread the philosophy.
to spread the philosophy.
Of course, they also have to practice.
Of course, they also have to practice.
On this day of Gaura Purnima,
So on this day of Gaura Purnima,
we should commit ourselves
we should commit ourselves
to helping spread Krishna consciousness.
to helping spread Krishna consciousness.
And of course, one thing we know, our previous acharyas have predicted that Mandir Hare Prakash.
And of course, we know that our previous acharyas had predicted Ek Adbhut Mandir Hoibe Prakash, Gauranga Nitya Seva Hoibe Vikas. Yeah, Rajila, Prabhu wants to say something.
Thank you so very much, Maharaj, for a wonderful class.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.